Just gonna check.
I'm live.
Sorry, that was a previous live stream. I'm bringing up my desktop.
At Florat, getting the...
Again, I apologize. I do not care for obtrusive noise, um, more so than ever these days. But it happens. You learn to forgive. If I could talk about one thing, probably, for an entire live stream, if I didn't think that it would not be too much to open up and share, at least for that length of time, I would talk just about forgiveness. Now, of course, forgiveness would incorporate meditation and breath work, all the things that I do like to talk about. It's all connected. It is, it was through the clarity gained by meditation that allowed me to see how unforgiving I've actually been in my life. It doesn't mean that I haven't said things like, I forgive you, you're forgiven, I will overlook it this time. It's not true forgiveness, of course. It is just the ego placating itself. I would, and I might read a bit from A Course in Miracles in this live stream. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But first, let's cruise through YouTube and see if anyone is doing some live streams. Maybe if you want to join them. I'm all for that. Never feel the need to sit around and hang out with me. Does not have to be sorry, that was our friend Paradox, who has a short up doing burpees with his son. All right off the bat, our new friend Weldon Carey is live, and he's going to do a giveaway tomorrow. He's got mail call. Looks like it might be a really good live stream.
Yeah, no problem, Stickman. I hope you hit that goal.
Let me click on it real quick, because here's what we can do. Yeah, right now I'm live, so I'm not really going to spend much time engaging on another live stream. I also don't like to go into a live stream and say, hey guys, I'm live, just stop by to say hi. I have done that, people who know I might be live, but for the most part I don't do it because I don't want it to ever seem like I'm saying, guys, I'm live, come hang out with me. If I go to someone else's live stream, it's because I want to go to someone else's live stream, not to bring them to me. Having said that, I don't mind doing the opposite. People will come here and people will stay here, and people will leave early. It's the nature of live stream. We allow people to do what people do. Let me, I do want to stop in and share him out. And I want to hit the like button. So people can see that he's up. That's enough. Again, doesn't have to be a grand gesture. Don't need to go and draw attention. Doesn't look like too many other people are live. We had a lot of people live this afternoon, which was nice. It was fun, floating all over the place. Oh, speaking of live, in just over half an hour, our friend Skeeter will be live. (6:30) Pennsylvania time. Pennsylvania time is the only time you need to worry yourself about. not live, but my friend Hank's Art. I don't know, guys, if you know Hank's Art, please share him out. He's a talented artist. He will do a speed it up, like a minute and a half, 2 minute video, speeding up of him drawing things. Right now, he drew a how to draw a cute sack of money. Amazing artist. He just makes it a lot of fun. So we're going to get some work done here on behalf of some friends while we're talking. And then, you know, like I said, we'll dive into some of the Course in Miracles stuff. Our good friend Goga, who was live. Hey, he was putting out some really important information today. We were talking, I was mentioning to people when I was going live that you were live and you were talking about the 3-minute YouTube short. People seem to have some mixed opinions on it. That, and you mentioned this as well. If people can't seem to watch a 30-second YouTube short, how are they going to do it for 3 minutes? However, the issue itself holds the key. Goga says, hi Eric, my demure friend. That's me. That sums me up entirely. You know, we have a new expression, thanks to our friend, Love Our Toy Pups, pookiness. And we were discussing, amongst all our favorite live streamers, who is the one that is the pookiest of all. And all votes went to Goga. Goga being the pookiest. She Divine, man, I hope she pops in. I forget how she defined it, but it was basically kindness, offering only kindness, personality for the first P. It was perfect. Cam says, hi, what are you talking about on here? That's a good question, Cam. We talk about, it's an open forum. You know what? We talk about whatever. I talk a lot about forgiveness and meditation and yoga. I was talking about YouTube, live streams. Some of my friends doing live streams. Let's see. Goga says, indeed, YouTube is tripping on this. I'm keen to see how it works. Are you going to, do you think you're going to utilize it yourself in any way? Goga says, well, you guys are something. Thank you. You're welcome. You know what? Anytime usually, especially in the evening, when I start a live stream, I go to YouTube and I look to see who else might be live so that I can say, hey guys, you don't need to hang out with me. I appreciate it. I like the company, but we also have some great friends who are going live right now. So I like to read off the channels. And I like talking about my favorite live streamers. I cannot talk about my favorite live streamers without mentioning Goga, who might be, in my opinion, the live streamer of all live streamers. That's a pretty hefty list because there's some really good ones, some great ones out there. And everyone who does it on a regular basis keeps getting better every time. So it's a high bar. But Goga combines, I think I mentioned the word effervescent, and now we have pookiness. But let's stick with effervescent right now. He's a giving person. His channel is all about helping other people. And he pours it out. When you are steeped in kindness, all you have to give away is kindness. Isn't that amazing? We give what we receive what we give. If you want to learn something, teach it. So if you want to learn how to be kind, teach it. And you do that by being kind. It's a simple process. Cam says, okay, thanks. Bye. I'm going to a different live stream. Understandable. Goga says, no, but I'm open to experiment. Um, yeah, some people mentioned that in some ways it might be. Eric Lapointe had a good take on it. I'll let him explain it if he pops in this evening. And that Greek says, hey, Eric. Anna Greek, my friend, how are you? Let's see. Anna Greek says, today I became a vegan. Congratulations. Only cereals, legumes, vegetables, fruit, nuts, and beer. That's about where I am, with the exception of beer. Goga says, you are my favorite streamer too, Eric. This space is always very calm. Thank you. We've had some bumpy patches. I think everyone has. You know, you're always going to get some type of troll. Anna Greek has seen it. Anna Greek has stepped up as a moderator, very protective of the live stream. But you ride the waves. It's okay if things go away, awry. That's what I'm looking for. It's okay if they do, because it gives you an opportunity to bring it back on track. You don't know forgiveness until you have something to forgive. You don't know true kindness until someone has treated you unkindly. It's easy to be kind when everything is perfect. It's easy to have a calm live stream when you have a room full of Gogas and Anna Greeks and Selmas. Hello, Selma. But when you have some trolls show up, when you have people who purposely want to disrupt, that's when you learn. That's when I learn. Can I choose peace in this moment? When someone is here being unkind to me, can I choose to be kind? Hey, Sheena, my friend, how are you? Sheena says, Goga. Let's see. Anna Greek says, also, Eric, I quitted coffee. It makes me angry. I ate garlic to calm me down. I have 1 cup a day, down from, it used to be 3 or 4, sometimes more. I enjoy that 1 cup that I have. But just that one. I don't allow myself any more. Hey, Anna Greek, if you ever want to do some breath work or some meditation, I'm happy to teach it. I always say, you know, I teach meditation and breath work professionally. It's supposed to be my career. I'm pretty bad at it. I'm good at teaching, but I'm pretty bad at it professionally. Because here's what I tell people. I will teach my friends and family for free. Or if they insist, a donation, that's fine, but it doesn't have to be. And if you come here and you participate in my live stream, you are a friend and you are family, and I will teach you absolutely for free. Let's see. Selma says, my sister's out of control. Well, but she's getting help, right? Sheena says, good, thank you. Goga says, Sheena. We get some hearts and some emojis. Selma says, I'm crying because I miss my sister. She's going through a difficult time, my friend, but she has you. She has you. She's under professional care. Things will be better. Food Addiction says, excellent. So I started the live stream talking about forgiveness. What we could consider deep forgiveness, true forgiveness, which means that we don't do it with the ego. The ego never forgives. The ego says, I forgive you because. I forgive you even though. I will forgive you, but. I will forgive you, but I'll remember that. That's all from the ego. Spirit, love, the Holy Spirit, God, Krishna, Jesus. When Jesus forgave from the cross, He didn't say, forgive them, Father, even though they put me on the cross. Forgive them, Father, but only a little bit. Forgive them, Father, but make them suffer for a bit until they're ready. He said, forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. Hey, Kathy, how are you? Anna Greek says, don't call it Jesus, it is the Brahma. I love the term Brahma, but I need to be open to everyone's perception of Brahma. And for some, Brahma is personified through the appearance of Jesus, or for others through Krishna or the Holy Spirit. So if I say Jesus, I mean Brahma, I mean God. If I say Krishna, I mean Brahma, God. If I say the Holy Spirit, of course, the miracle says that Holy Spirit is the intermediary between us and Brahma, between us and God. But I know what you're saying, Anna Greek. Someone says, my sister's having a difficult time because she's having a hard time. She is having a hard time, my friend. She's very fortunate to have you. Someone says, we love Jesus Christ. He is special. He is special. Sheena says, I say Jesus. I also say Elohim. Nice. Different descriptions, different personifications, all from the same source. And which source brings you the greatest comfort? That's what counts. But using Jesus as the example from forgiving on the cross, Sheena says exactly. He didn't forgive through the ego. He didn't say, forgive them, Father, even though they hurt me. Forgive them, Father. Again, just a little bit. Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they did. They know not what they do. He saw past the errors. He saw past the issues. He saw past the pain he was going through to see only innocence. That's the lesson of the crucifixion. In any moment, we have two choices. We can choose the crucifixion, or we can choose the resurrection. The lesson of the crucifixion isn't the torture. It's that through forgiveness, there is the resurrection. We have that in any moment. We can choose the resurrection. We're all going to be persecuted. Let's see. Selma says, tomorrow she's getting surgery. Kathy says, I'll be praying for your sister. And I'll join you in prayers as well. Prayers for your sister, Selma. Someone said, crucified Jesus is bad. It can certainly be seen that way. But remember, without the crucifixion, we wouldn't have the resurrection. And that's the example that was set. Anna Greek says, Odie Bode called you gay, so I banned him, Eric. Well, I appreciate you standing by me. I don't care if anyone calls me gay. My ex-wife / life partner would certainly beg to differ. But, you know, it's only words. Someone says, Jesus is the bread of life. Amen. Kathy says, you guys be nice. No arguing, please. For the most part, we were talking about this with Goga. For the most part, we always have a nice crowd. You know what? On 2 different live streams today and 1 live stream yesterday, I popped in and everyone, they greeted me very nicely. These are people that we know, and they all said the same thing, that Just a Yogi, Eric, has the greatest community. They talked about you guys. That's what amazes me. I can take no credit for any of that. The people that come and they hang out, they said that's what makes it worth coming here. Not me. That's understandable. Man, who wants to sit around and listen to me babble for an hour once a day? But you guys show up, and that's what everyone pointed out. You made it. You guys have given me the greatest gift. You've given me a community. Thank you. Someone says Jesus is the light of the world. It certainly is. Judas is the traitor. Judas had to play his part in order for everything to turn out the way it did. We all have a role to play. So it's amazing the good fortune that I've had, and just the right people showing up and hanging out. Hey, let's see. Someone says Judas took Jesus' money. Yeah, but remember, Jesus knew exactly how things were going to play out, and it had to happen that way. Anything different, and we would not have the resurrection. Kathy says that hurricane is starting to hit Florida. Please keep them in your prayers. Absolutely, Kathy. I keep hearing various updates on how serious it is. Someone says God is the creator. Amen to that. Let's see. Oh, so Kathy, one of the things we were talking about is the 3-minute, starting on the 15th, YouTube will have 3-minute YouTube shorts. And I thought for the stories that you were telling, the research that we're doing, maybe a 3-minute YouTube short might be the perfect format. Anna Greek says Florida has a mix of humidity and warmth, and that makes it tropical and prone to hurricanes. Yeah, it does. Almost every year. Someone says he creates people, world, animals, humans, and nature. This is true, my friend. Me and you. I worry about the future of these coastal states and cities. Some places in Florida, you can't get insurance. Acts of nature. And the Greek says, exactly, Salma, it is the Brahma. I do love the term Brahma. Someone says he teaches us to share. This is true. Kathy says, I watched a few minutes of the Storm Chaser. I saw a very short clip on the news yesterday, I think it was. And amazing getting in that eye of the storm like that. I would not do it. Someone says Jesus Christ was born in the manger with Mary and Joseph. I'm just going through YouTube again real quick. By the way, our friend Goga is live streaming right now as well. Hippo surprised at the lake. I have read hippos being one of the most dangerous animals because they become very insecure when they're farther away from water. Let's see. Leonard Arola, who is a friend, stops by here on occasion. He's live streaming right now. And do you guys know Mike's Home Kitchen? Wish I had a better means of dropping links. If I drop them here because I'm on my desktop, it doesn't work. It leads you right back to me, unless you are on a desktop as well. Let's see. Void Reaper says, quote of the day, if you can change your mind, you can change your life. I agree. Wayne Dyer has a great book, which is a interpretation of the Tao Te Ching. It's one of his, not his last book, but one of his last books. I think he wrote it. I think he wrote it in 2007. Change your thoughts, change your life, which is his way of saying align yourself with the Tao, and you become the Tao. You become that which you already are. And we can change the Tao to another term. Align yourself with Brahma, and you become Brahma. Or you self-realize yourself as Brahma. Let's see. Someone says Jesus' birthday is on December 25th. It is. Kathy says, I watch the storm chasers a lot, especially during tornadoes. I have relatives in Oklahoma. I had heard there was, I think, 3 tornadoes in Florida caused by the conditions created by the hurricane. As if the hurricane isn't bad enough, it creates conditions in some areas to cause tornadoes. Someone says a lot of people asking when Jesus was born. Are they? Sheena says hi to C. Peyton. Anna Greek says Eric, soak prunes like the California Sunsweet brand in water for the night, and in the morning drink the water and eat the prunes. It's the best remedy for constipation. Gotcha. Thank you. I'll remember that. I actually don't suffer from constipation. Being with the vegan aspect of my diet, it's extremely high in fiber. Selma says hi to Peyton. Kathy says hi, Selma. Void Reaper says, who's streaming? 2, I like to spread positivity. Our friend Goga is streaming. And let's see, let me bring it back up. We had and Void Reaper, you do spread positivity, and that's much appreciated, my friend. I always enjoy when you come here. Always got a great quote. There's a few people doing live streams right now, but there's no real talking. It's just sort of relaxing scenery. Let me know if you can open this. This is our friend Leonard. Hey, Nightmare. Nightmare says, how's it going, Eric? How's it going, brother? Florida's having a horrible time. Has the storm actually made landfall yet? I heard around 2 a.m. Is it early? Kathy says, I heard that too. Selma says, I miss my sister. I hope she gets better soon. If she don't, I don't know what I will do. She will get better soon. She's getting help. He said she'll be in surgery tomorrow. So she will, my friend. Have faith. Kathy says, yeah, Nightmare, they're having a rough time. Anna Greek says, they should have said the people in Florida to stay in their basements. They created chaos telling them to leave. Do you think so? Void Reaper says, not yet. Gotcha. Someone says, I'm having a rough day today. I'm sorry, Selma. I'm glad you're here hanging out. Anna Greek says, basement is totally safe during storms. I wonder, though, if you have, they're saying they might get up to possibly 15 feet surges, which means basements would be completely flooded. Reaper says, it happens tonight. Gotcha. Nightmare says, Peyton, someone told me the police have refused to show up to phone calls, so I can only imagine what the crime will be like, too, as if things aren't bad enough. Hey, Ann, how are you? Double Trouble Creative Crafting. It says, hi, Yogi, and hi to all. Let's see. Hey, Corey. Kathy says it could get wild, Nightmare. I hope not. Let's pray for the better angels within all of us. Nightmare says that's for sure. I hope all is good. I remember the story of when the plane crashed in the 1980s in the Potomac in winter, not too far from the Capitol. And people were dying. People were trying to swim, trying to get in rafts, but because this was back in the days when the Potomac would actually freeze over. One man, good swimmer, could have swam to safety, helped someone get to the shore, and went back in the river. He helped another person, and then another person, and then another person. Until exhausted and unnoticed, he slipped back into the river, never made it out. But many people lived because of that selfless action that he committed. So sometimes our better angels show up. So let's offer a prayer that will happen. And Greek says, the Corey attacked the Yogi, told me so I can ban him. I didn't see what he said. I think he's just trying to be funny. Or, you know what? He had said his butt was stanky. Which might be true. Someone says, I will be there for my sister. I know you will. Kathy says he was to be a nasty. Yeah, he was. Emma says, did you lose your sister or she's just ill? Not being rude, it's just you said you miss her. Kathy says she is sick, Nightmare. Boy Reaper says I can't open it. I'm sorry. Yeah, because I'm on my desktop. So it only works if other people are on desktops. Hey, Austin. Austin says, hi, Yogi. Nightmare says, okay, damn, man, I'm sorry. Austin says hi to Nightmare. Austin is on a creative streak right now with his YouTube shorts. He did his newest was with a video of Jace. Kathy says hi to Austin. Someone says she is feeling ill, and she has our prayers, my friend. Nightmare says, how you doing, Austin? Void Reaper says, what's the channel's name? Leonard, first name, Arrola, Arrola. You know what? Give me a second. Let's see if this helps. Oh, hey. Hey, Void Reapers. Our friend Skeeter is going to be going live in about a little over half an hour. He's a good guy. He's a really good guy. So if you could hang out with him, if you're still online, if you're still cruising around. That's the channel's name. Man, sorry I can't drop links right now. Hey, Ian. How are you? Nice to see you, my friend. Someone says, Austin says, hi, everyone. Ian says, good morning, all. Hope you have a great day. Thank you, my friend. How's your day been? Boyd Reaper says, it's all right. See you later. Thanks for stopping in, my friend. Ian says, Selma, going well here. Thumbs up. Nightmare says, heard crabs are making a comeback. Don't shoot the messenger. They need to make a comeback. That's how far down the list of superior sea creatures they have fallen. One day I will reopen the poll. I was going to do another poll, and I don't remember what it was. I don't know why I do polls, because everything that I present out there, it's never gone in my favor. Ever. Not once. Someone says, good to hear Ian. Ian says, Eric, I'm going well here. Have to go shopping for a new TV. You going to get a smart TV? 835 says, hi. Hello, my friend. How are you? 835, are you going to head over to Skeeter's in a little bit? He popped in earlier today and mentioned that he caught one bluegill and one catfish yesterday. And I thought of you when he said bluegill. Someone says Halloween is not my favorite holiday. It is Mocha's favorite holiday. Nightmare says polls are great. You should do crabs versus wombats. I got to be careful saying wombats too many times, and Eric Lapointe might show up. We got a heart emoji from Sheena. So, Sheena, how are you? How was the journey? Kathy says Skeeter is live now. Hey, thank you for dropping that link, Kathy. So our friend Skeeter is live. I'm going to head over there just for a second, because I want to share him out. I want to like. And share. Skeeter's a good guy. And you're going to meet all kinds of other people there. Dam's Fish on Adventure. He's over there right now. I'm sure Stuart, the Fish Whisperer, will show up. And Bob. Any fin is possible. One second, guys. So, you know what? I might do that. Nightmare. I might do the crabs versus wombat. Of course, I got to wait for our friend Runner Boy to be here. Let's see. Someone says like Christmas and Thanksgiving, 4th of July, and Easter. all good holidays. Annie Greek says Halloween is a respected American celebration in the end of October. I love all the American traditions. Nice, Annie Greek. I like hearing that, my friend. Nightmare says I love Halloween. I've heard all the demonic stories about it and how we shouldn't celebrate it. But I can't help it. It's just fun for the kids. It is fun for kids. Our friend Squirrel Sniper said in a previous live stream that Halloween was actually, I think he said it was supposed to be in May, but it was switched by the Vatican at a certain point in history. Didn't say why though. 835 says, I'm going to join Skeets Live late. I have to get marbles. Gotcha. Anna Greek says, it's a day of fasting with vegan foods. Is that what, Halloween? Sheena says, slow to 8:35. Someone says, I'll be back. See, Anna Greek says, also, I love the mashed sweet potatoes in the day of Thanksgiving, but not the grilled bird. Nightmare says, who wants to pull my finger? Who fell for that last time? Oh, it was Lala. And we had a bad experience with that. We're not going to repeat that. Give me a second, guys. I'm going to take my herbal sleep supplement. Anna Greek says, Eric, I have the best recipe for a vegetable soup. Zucchini, potato, carrots, and ginger. Man, that sounds really good. I love all of those ingredients. They ended the live, did they? I'm sorry to hear that. Did they say why? Are they coming back later? Let's see. Kathy says, I don't know. And Safyana says, can I obtain citizenship with you? I don't know how we would go about that. Let's see. Volgana says, you look a lot like my professor. You mean that really good-looking bald guy with glasses? I think I've seen him. I've heard other people say similar things. It's the glasses. And you know what? When you do a live stream next to books, people think you're smart. It's all part of the illusion. And we get some lettering. Anna Greek says, Sofiana on the English. Especially if you want me to read it. So, hey, Anna Greek, what was the spark that made you decide to go full vegan? Kathy says, English, please. It does help the conversation flow. Anna Greek says constipation. That'll do it. The fiber will definitely help. Keep me posted on how it's going for you. Hey, Sheena. How are your walks going? Nightmare says, you beat me to it. So I hope Skeeter decides to go live again. It actually looks like he might be live again. Let me double check. Give me a second, guys. Let's see. Sheena says, yes, sir. Good. I'm glad. So yeah, it looks like he's live. Sheena says, good. I skipped this morning and slept in tonight. So I'll get in when it cools down. Gotcha. I like the fact that you are being consistent and yet gentle with yourself at the same time. When we get on a mission, sometimes and the mission is better health, to lose weight, to get fitter, whatever. We forget an essential ingredient, which is gentleness. That everything gets better when we're gentle with ourselves. That doesn't mean that we don't set tough goals. Doesn't mean that we don't work for it, but it means that we know when to be kind to ourselves, when to take that day, maybe get a little extra sleep. Recognizing that going out in the heat might not be the best for us at this time, especially for our friend Sheena, who is addressing other issues through her plan. She's seeking to heal, and you don't heal by punishing yourself. Kathy says, okay, cool. Nightmare says, any good live streams I should check out? I like streamers who interact with their chats. Well, Skeeter is live right now. It can be a quiet chat, but man, that's a good thing because it's on a lakeside in Pennsylvania. But they do interact. It's a great conversation among people in the chat, as well as Skeeter. Let me look around YouTube real quick. You never know, he might be going live. Our friend Goga, but it's mainly a silent right now. But you can watch hippos surprise at the lake. Oh, hey, there you go. You want to go into a great live stream? Stuart the Fish Whisperer. He's live.
Unleash the magic of Halloween with the spooktacular Spooky Cube.
He's been live for quite a bit. I'm going to say this is like a 5-hour live stream going for him. Kathy says, Skeeter is your nice nightmare. He is. Let's see. Gina says, yes, I have to be consistent or I'll stay the same. Yes, when I feel too exhausted, I wait and do it later. It's just, it's very smart, very intuitive approach, Sheena. Nightmare says, thanks, Peyton. Do you have a link, please? Kathy says, wait a minute. A35 says, back. Welcome back, my friend. Eric Point says, direction is so much more important than speed. Well said, Eric. I agree. Sheena says, thank you, Eric. Sheena says, welcome back to 835. Eric says, hi to Sheena. Nightmare and 835. 835 says, I'm going to Walgreens to get marbles. Enjoy, my friend. Thanks for stopping by. Kathy drops a link for, is that Skeeter? It is. And as I mentioned, Stuart the Fish Whisperer is live as well. Kathy says hi to Eric. Sheena says, I've learned to listen to my body. Which many people haven't. Surprisingly. Morgana says, I don't know what this live is about, but you look like someone who's obsessed with space and galaxies. Well, obsessed is a strong word. Let's say curious. Here's what I'm curious about. Isn't so much space as spaciousness, who we truly are. The spaciousness of our pure awareness. So in that sense, you're absolutely correct about that, my friend. Kathy says hi to Sheena. I talked about some of this in my live stream, my workout, not my live stream, my workout. 835 says, I just stopped by to chill for a bit. There was a meme going around a while back where it said someone was running. It says, I don't stop when my body says to stop. I stop when my mind tells it to stop. When my mind tells my body to stop. And it's a great meme. However, it's misleading. It's creating a dichotomy between body and mind, as if it's two separate things. Instead of mind-body. One word, really, when you think about it. There's no separation between mind and body. So if you think that you can make that separation, you only got to, if you go to war with yourself, and I hear people say that as well, I'm going to war with my body, or I'm going to war with this, then if you go to war with your body, who's going to lose? So that's what I was saying with Sheena has this very intuitive approach. You walk farther on a day when you feel like you can go farther. You walk less on a day that you feel you should go less. Kathy says, I timed them out. People can be rude. Yeah, they can be rude. I'll be honest with you. You guys, do what you need to do to make the conversation flow better, to make it comfortable for you. I'm absolutely fine with what anyone ever has to say. Let's see. 835 says, anyone want to agree? About stopping by to chill? That's all I ever do. My every live stream is about stopping by to chill. Sheena says, absolutely, you hit the nail on the head. I discovered that in my first couple attempts at a 100-mile race. And then my first successful race, my first successful 100-mile race, at mile 40, I was miserable. I was slightly hypothermic. It was freezing rain. I couldn't find a pair of long pants. A friend of mine who was at an aid station sent a text to those who were going to pace me later in the night and said, he's going to drop out. He doesn't look good. He's not going to make it. I had to get to mile 60 and then turn around and go another 40 to complete the 100 miles. So they didn't even think I'd make it to 60. They thought and if I did, then I'd drop at 60. Somewhere between mile 40 and 60, I gave up, but not in a bad way. What I gave up on was trying. I wasn't even concerned with the finish. And by giving up, I knew absolutely for sure that I was going to finish. I didn't have a doubt in my mind because it was no longer an issue. I was just so centered in my body, in the experience, in the freezing rain. Everything was absolutely perfect the way it was. Nothing had to change. And I was just filled with this sense of being alive. And it carried me from mile 40 to mile 100 without ever letting up. It helped. One of the aid stations had vegan pancakes. That definitely helped. Nobody knows says, I don't know why, but I really love your energy. Besides, you're a good looking man. Well, thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. I appreciate both those comments. 835 says, Ty's 5 channels live. So Ty Fly's channel live are so disrespectful. He's rude. I don't know who that is. Ginger Rogers says, I'm here. Welcome, my friend. Always nice to see you. Let's see. Sheena and Kathy say hi to Ginger. Northern Starseed says, Northern Starseed Terra. Just a quick hello to everyone. I can't stay, but just wanted to drop into a live. I appreciate that. And I appreciate you picked this one, my friend. Thank you. 835 says hi to Roger. Ginger says sup. Let's see. Anna Greek says nobody knows O and C. Letters in the keyboards have a long distance. Did you say locking man on purpose? Did I say locking man? Oh, no. Looking. No, I think he meant to say looking. Now I get it. I didn't place the two together. Let's see. Kathy says hi to Northern. Northern says hi back to C. Peyton. Selma says hi. Welcome back, Selma. Eggplant says it was looking. Well, of course. Everyone knows that I'm not a good locking man. If you've ever seen me attempt to lock something, it's embarrassing. I may as well just keep my door wide open and invite people to come in. But hey, it's obvious about the looking part. Let's see. Ginger says, hey people. 835 says his mods will time you out before you get to send a chat. I don't think I've been to his live stream before. Doesn't sound very friendly. Sheena says hi to Northern. Kathy says I followed you, Northern. I'm glad we get to make some new connections. As a matter of fact, I just followed Northern as well. And a Greek says, bless your sister Selma. Don't worry, liver surgery is an easy operation. Thank you, Anna Greek. Let's see. Ginger says, what's going on, Eric? Hey, Ginger, so you leaving tomorrow, right? You said 2.5 hour drive? And a Greek says, liver has the most regeneration rate as an organ. It heals instantly. Nice. I didn't know that. Someone says I had to hold her down. Kathy says, thank you, Northern. 835 says, suggestion time. What super would you want to have? What superpower would I want to have? It's a good question. I don't know. You know, my favorite superhero doesn't have a superpower. Batman. My second favorite would probably be maybe different Marvel, into the Marvel universe. Spider-Man, who has lots of powers. Someone says because she screams a lot. Gotcha. Ginger says, yes, I leave at 10 a.m. Kathy says, stay safe, Ginger. Thank you for sending out that message, that intent, Kathy. Yep, definitely have a safe drive, my friend. Looking forward to hearing about it. I don't know if you'll have the opportunity maybe to post any anything you catch. Maybe even a photo or two. Someone says my sister is scared. I'm sure she is. But as our friend Anna Greek says, it should be an easy surgery. So we're gonna take one more cruise through YouTube, see if any of our other friends are live, and then I might wrap it up. Hey Global, how are you? Hey, did you get the rest of your tattoo done? You don't see too many people live right now. Skeeter is still live. Mike's Home Kitchen is live. I think Stuart might have ended his live stream. So, at the very least, guys, I hope you can head on over and say hi to Skeeter. Spend a few minutes, possibly, if you can. Kathy says, just pray for her, Selma. A35 says, wish I had body impersonating, the power of transforming your body into anyone you would like at any given time. Interesting. Not sure that would be mine. I like the fact of super speed. So what's up, Global? This Friday. Awesome. Looking forward to seeing it. Is it going to be finished this Friday, or do you have another session? Someone says it will put a operation in here. Anna Greek says A35, is this an aggressive comment towards the Yogi? Nope. He's just asking. He was asking about superpowers. Global says, I'm good, bro. How are you? I'm doing pretty good. A35 says, sorry that I was introduced my wishes. No problems, my friend. Global says, I know, but big piece. Nice. Someone says she won't be able to feel anything. Nope, they'll put her out for the surgery, that's for sure. Life with Misty. Hello, Life with Misty. How are you? We got an emoji from Sheena. Global says still on 241 subs. Man, we need to get you to 5. Is there anyone here who is not subscribed to our friend Follow Me Global. If you're not following Follow Me Global, then you are going to miss the update on the tattoo, and you're going to miss the completion of the tattoo. Someone says 14-year-old should not be drinking wine with juice. I agree, 100%. Anna Greek says, Selma, I suggest that you go assist your sister in the hospital. I agree. Global says, appreciate it. Misty says, waves at Eric. My cat was saying hi to you guys. Let's see, someone says I will do that. Greek says kids should not be drinking any toxic substance like alcohol at all. I agree. Absolutely, 100%, guys. Oh, yep, Missy is on the list. Missy is on my list as well. I just circled it to make sure that I remembered. Someone says you have to be 21, and for some, even 21 might be too young. Oh, you know what? 835, I did not. Could you do me a favor? On Instagram, send me a message. I couldn't find you. Anna Greek says, laws in America are very strict for alcohol and underage kids. In my country, kids drink alcohol from 12. Global says, alcohol is sold by the government and kills more than cocaine. Yeah, this is true. Probably more lives have been destroyed by alcohol than anything else. Hey, Eric, good point. Thank you for reminding me about the watch hours for Misty. Global says legal sex age in UK is 16. WTF? Yeah, that's crazy. Global says crazy. It is. C835 says, by the way, you have to be 32 if you want to drink. Kathy says, what do you think of my portrait I made, Eric? The ones that I saw on Facebook? I like them. You know what I would love to hear? Not so much how do they work? What are they made of, and how do they... I'd love to hear about how are they used to channel an actual spirit. Kathy says yes, and Instagram. I don't know if I saw it on Instagram. I would look. I did see it on Facebook. It was pretty awesome, Kathy. Impressive. Anna Greek says, this is good. In America, justice is justice there. Someone says, kids should be drinking water and juice or milk. Anna Greek says they better drink herbal tea. And let's see, Global says, if no one double tap the screen, please do. Thank you for that. I agree with you, Anna Greek. Milk is used only in babies and only from the mother. Absolutely. Someone says tea is good. Tea is good. Nightmare says yes. Breast. is best. Kathy says they are pretty easy to make. But they need, what is the substance that allows them to do what they do? What is the thing that allows them to do what they do? 835 says, little weird to say that, Nightmare. You get used to Nightmare saying weird things. He would not be Nightmare if he did not say weird things. Global says, I got new content, by the way, Eric. I just brought your page up. I thought I did. Because I wanted to check after the live stream. Which would probably like 5 or 10 more minutes. What do we got? Bubble bath? Hey, Global, you want to drop a link for anything? Like one says, I can't wait for you to read that. What, what's that? What am I missing? Let's see, Global says nothing special. I don't know. Anytime we put something up, I think it's pretty special. I feel like I missed something though. Let's see, Nightmare says, it's true, 835, the hospital told us at birth. Kathy says, you use a reverb and a noise gate pedals. So what is it though that that attracts the spirit itself though? I mean, you know, I understand the technical, well, I don't understand, but I could see the technical part and putting it together. But what is it about that and the specific parts that opens it up as a portal? 835 says, I know, but at least say mother nutrients. Oh, you're waiting for me to say yes, breast is best? Selma says, exactly, Auntie. Let's see. Global says, told you nothing special. But we'll check it out. Let's see. Anna Greek says, cow milk is the worst thing a kid can drink, from allergies to cholesterol and constipation. Yeah, we're really not meant to be drinking milk from other species. Gotcha. I got the link. EAFC 25. Oh, live for our live stream. Gotcha. Hey, 194 views. Nice. Let's see. Nightmare says, got you real good, Eric. That was pretty good. Let's see. 835 says you have other accounts or just that one on Instagram? Just that one on Instagram. Well, 158, man. That's awesome. How'd you keep up? Centurion says, looks like I'm late. Just a little bit. going to wrap things up in just a couple minutes. 835 says worst. Centauri says I came just in time. Vegan forever here. Me too, my friend. Well, it's been 15 years. Someone says drinking animal's milk is gross. It is pretty gross when you think about it. Eric Point is giving me some laughing emojis. 835 says best fly on fly fishing is the sexy Waltz Worm. It's a caddis pattern. I'll run that by our friend Stuart the Fish Whisperer sometime. Annie Greek says, yes, some of rye or oat milk is better. Let's see. Centauri says, but for me, veganism, like anything else, is not dogma. I agree. I don't make an issue out of it. I talk about it, but more matter of fact. Annie Greek says, and soya milk too. Soma says, yes, 35. Follow Me Glibbo says, best I had. Yeah, man, that's a lot. Did you navigate it okay? I'd be honest. I don't know if I can navigate it with that many people. Kathy says I have to drink lactose-free milk. Centauri says there are differences in practice and opinion. Yeah, I agree. Like, you know, I know some vegans who will have honey. And then they're ostracized by the rest of the vegan community. Going to do what works for us. Annie Greek says, Peyton, drink oat milk. It has no lactose. And it does taste really good, too. I've had oat milk ice cream before, and it's really good. Someone says, I like milk. Annie Greek says, Selma, do you like oat milk? She says, yes. So, how do we know if the Course in Miracles is for us? That's an excellent question. And here's the thing. I think persistency. I read about Course in Miracles in 1989. Thereabouts. I bought the book that I've had with me forever, in 1993. I started reading it. I started doing the text. I started reading the text, started doing the workbook, and maybe made it a few weeks, and I put it aside. I read more books about the Course. I loved reading books about the Course. Every time I dove into the Course, I put it aside. And I did that from 1993, various lengths of time, to 2008, when my life was such a mess, I had no choice but to turn everything over and dive into it completely, surrendering it to 100%. Here's the reason why. I knew it was for me, but the entirety of A Course in Miracles is to see through the ego. And the last thing the ego ever wants is to be seen through, because when it is, it ceases to exist. So it's going to fight. It's going to rebel, and you're going to put the book aside. But there's something there that calls you back, and you pick it up again. And you pick it up again, and you pick it up again, and one day you pick it up, and it might be the first time, it might be the 100th time. But you pick it up again, and you say, this is it. And it is. So every time I picked it up, even if it was for a day, I got something out of it. And I was a little better off for it. After 2008, 2009, an entire year, I put it aside, assuming that, well, now that I finished it, it's going to work through me. That's not the case. It wasn't for me. Maybe it is for some people. But for me, I needed to pick it up again. So it's been, this past year has been a re-immersion in it again. And it feels different this time. Even after finishing it back in 2008, it feels different again. Kathy says, I haven't tried oat milk. Give it a try, maybe. I enjoy it. Centauri says, I'm just starting Course in Miracles. Hey, I'm happy to act as a friend. I am a friend, but I mean, I'm happy to act as a friend with you through the course. Someone says, I don't like coconut milk. I like coconut milk. Yeah, it is a well-worn book. It's a well-read book. It's been with me forever. There's lots of groups on Facebook, and there's actually some groups here on YouTube. I'm not a group person, so I didn't join a group. Some people will find it extremely helpful because you can help clarify some things. I think less so nowadays because you can listen to people talk about it on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram. So I don't think a group is as necessary as it used to be. I'm just not really a group person myself. Also, just because multiple people are studying a course doesn't mean they have the proper yet outlook on it. Because sometimes it can devolve into egos claiming how non-egoic they actually are, if that makes sense. I like it being a very personal study, and it was designed to be a self-study. But it helps to have a couple friends who are been through it, and they see some of the pitfalls. Anna Greek says, well done, Selma. Coconut milk is also good. It is. Century says, thank you for that. You're welcome. Century says, I'm so lost in the course. How are you approaching it? Anna Greek says, listen to the yogi and his intensive courses. I've watched all his videos and I help very much. Thank you for saying that, Anna Greek, my friend. Someone says, you guys are my sunshine. And thank you for saying that, Selma. Selma is singing, you are my sunshine. So, Centauri, it is easy to get lost. Centauri says I will stop by soon to learn more and talk more. Anytime. I'm live 3 times a day. And I can talk all day about the course. Make it easy. Hey, there's a good book, Alan Cohen, A Course in Miracles Made Easy, which is a nice companion book, as is The Disappearance of the Universe. A35 says, you make me happy. Everyone join in. Except for me, because no one wants to hear me sing. Alright guys, I gotta wrap things up. Appreciate you guys hanging out. It was fun. Centauri says, until next time, dinner time here. Take care, my friend. Eric Point says, Yogi, somehow we need to learn how to give away your membership monthly. Moon 10, another great live. Good night. Yeah, I'd like to do that. I don't know how to do it. I got to figure out. Thank you for that suggestion. Kathy says, good night. Good night, my friend. Selma is still singing. Very much appreciated. So, guys, I'm going to wrap things up. I'll be back tomorrow. So, hey, Kathy, just a thought before we go. How about doing a video on how the portal boxes work? Not so much the technical, but what is it about those parts that open it up for communication. I'd love to hear something about that. So, just something to think about. Guys, take care.